In the wild, family means everything. For creatures in the animal kingdom, the bond of family is what keeps them alive. But sometimes the unthinkable happens, tragedy strikes, and survival depends on something unexpected. This is the story of a baby elephant who lost everything: its family, its home, everything it knew, all gone. But in the midst of heartbreak, something incredible happened. The elephant found an unlikely companion, a rescue dog named Max. Max had his own story of rescue and survival, and together, these two formed a bond unlike any other. A bond that no one, not even the experts, saw coming. In the end, it was a friendship that would change them both forever, showing that sometimes family isn't always what you expect. Sometimes it's the bonds we least expect that save us. A tragic event struck the herd. The young elephant, only months old, was suddenly separated from its family in the chaos. Alone and vulnerable, the tiny elephant stood in the vast wilderness, confusion in its wide eyes. It had never known a world without the protection of its mother and the safety of its herd. Now, in a dangerous and unfamiliar world, it had to rely solely on its instincts to survive. Survival wasn't just about finding food or water, it was about staying alive. The wilderness is unforgiving, and every creature is a potential threat. The young elephant, with no experience or guidance, was at the mercy of every predator, every lurking danger. Its tiny legs shook from exhaustion, and its heart raced with the sharp realization that it was completely alone. The world around it felt endless, empty, and cold. No family to protect it, no companions to watch over it. Just the deep, lonely silence of the wild. With each passing moment, its chances grew slimmer. But in the heart of the wilderness, the baby elephant's fight for survival was just beginning. Its instincts had kicked in. Luckily, a team of kind-hearted rescuers found the little elephant, weak and terrified, struggling to survive alone in the wilderness. It was a fragile creature, unable to care for itself, lost in a world that had become its worst nightmare. The rescuers acted quickly, bringing the baby elephant to a safe sanctuary, a place where it could finally rest, recover, and begin the healing process. But what happened next is what makes this story truly unforgettable. At the sanctuary, another soul was waiting. A rescue dog with his own painful past. Max had been through his own struggles, abandoned and left to fend for himself before being rescued. Max had seen and felt loss, just like the young elephant. When Max first saw the baby elephant, he approached slowly, his eyes full of understanding and compassion. The elephant, unsure but sensing something familiar, watched as Max came closer. There was no fear in the dog's eyes, only the quiet assurance that this new friend wasn't here to harm him. Max, with his calm demeanor and gentle nature, offered the elephant something it hadn't had for a long time: comfort. And in return, the elephant began to trust again. A bond was formed, one that would change both their lives forever. Two animals, both scarred by their pasts, now found healing in each other's company. They would show the world that sometimes the most unexpected friendships are the ones that save us. At first, they were cautious. Max, the rescue dog, was unsure, still trying to understand this new large creature before him. And the little elephant, still reeling from its past, had never seen a dog before. It stood still, its eyes wide, trying to make sense of this strange new world. The air between them was thick with uncertainty, both of them wondering if the other was a threat. But as the seconds passed, something unexpected began to happen. Max, with his calm demeanor, took a small step forward. The elephant watched him closely, its body still tense, but no longer as fearful. Max didn't rush or make sudden moves. He simply sat down, his tail wagging gently, showing no aggression, only quiet curiosity. The elephant, seeing the dog's peaceful stance, felt the tension start to leave its body. Slowly, it took a step closer. There, in the midst of their hesitation, they shared a brief moment of quiet understanding. It wasn't the loud, dramatic moment of connection that many might expect. It was soft, almost imperceptible, but it was there. An unspoken bond, formed from mutual trust and shared healing, had begun to take root between them. As the days went by, something incredible began to happen. Max, always the playful one, started to show the young elephant a side of life it had never known. At first, the elephant watched curiously as Max darted around, wagging his tail, his excitement palpable. But then, something surprising occurred. The baby elephant, its spirit slowly coming back to life, began to respond. It was quick on its feet, surprisingly agile for its size. One day, Max ran past the elephant, tail wagging furiously, and the young elephant, without hesitation, trotted after him. At first, it was just a playful chase. Max, ever the energetic pup, would dart around the elephant, weaving in and out while the young elephant would follow, its large ears flapping with excitement. The sanctuary's caretakers watched in awe as these two formed a bond unlike any they had ever seen before. What began as cautious curiosity had turned into something far more joyful. The young elephant, once so withdrawn and lost, was now showing signs of happiness. Its movements, once slow and unsure, became quicker and more confident. Max, with his playful nature, had brought a spark of joy back into the elephant's heart. They would race together through the sanctuary, sometimes stopping to rest, but always ready for the next round of play. The bond between them blossomed in ways no one had expected. Where there had been fear and uncertainty, now there was laughter, silent but powerful, in the form of playful moments shared between two unlikely friends. Their friendship was growing stronger each day, proving that healing comes in many forms, sometimes through the most unexpected connections. As the days turned into weeks, the young elephant grew older and stronger, its body beginning to match the strength of its spirit. With each passing day, it started to understand its place in the world, no longer just a lost, vulnerable creature in need of protection, but a being with purpose. And as it grew, something beautiful happened. It wasn't just Max, the rescue dog, who had healed through their bond, so had the elephant. Not only did the elephant find an unexpected companion in Max, but it also began to recognize its own ability to make a difference. The baby elephant, once alone in the wilderness, now stood as a figure of strength, comfort, and even hope for others. When other animals in the sanctuary were hurt, scared, or recovering from their own trauma, the elephant would approach them, its gentle nature offering a sense of calm. It would nuzzle up to those in need of comfort, offering the same kind of support it had once so desperately needed. The elephant's journey of healing had come full circle. Where once there was only fear and uncertainty, there was now compassion and kindness. And through the love it had received from Max, the elephant had learned that even the most unlikely of friendships could make an impact. Its actions showed that love and kindness can make all the difference in the world, no matter how unexpected or unlikely the bond may seem. It was a lesson in healing, in compassion, and in the incredible power of connection. Months turned into years, and with each passing day, the bond between Max and the young elephant grew deeper. They became inseparable, their friendship built on trust, love, and shared experiences. Together, they spent every moment side by side. During the day, they played in the fields, racing through the tall grass with Max darting around the elephant, tail wagging in excitement. The young elephant, now much stronger and more confident, would follow, its large ears flapping with joy. At night, when the world grew quiet and still, they would settle down together, watching over one another in the safety of their shared companionship. The elephant, once alone and afraid, had found a friend who understood its every move. Max, with his playful energy, had helped bring the elephant back to life in a way no one could have predicted. In return, the elephant offered Max something just as precious, a bond that went beyond friendship, a silent understanding that spoke louder than words ever could. They were truly inseparable, two souls that had found each other against all odds. When life tested the elephant once again, Max was there. In those moments of fear and uncertainty, when the world seemed overwhelming, the elephant didn't face it alone. Max stood by its side, unwavering and constant. Whether it was facing a new challenge or dealing with an unexpected hardship, Max's presence was a steady source of comfort and strength. The bond between them had become something deeper than anyone could have imagined. It wasn't just a friendship, it was a partnership built on mutual trust, respect, and a shared understanding. The elephant, once so vulnerable and lost, had found in Max a companion who would stay with it through every trial. No matter what life threw their way, they faced it together. The world saw an elephant and a dog, two very different creatures, yet in their hearts, they were family. They were living proof that love knows no boundaries, not even between species. They had shown the world that the truest forms of friendship are born not from similarity, but from the courage to stand by one another in the face of adversity. In the end, they had proven that the bond of love, when given a chance, can overcome anything, no matter how different or how difficult the journey may be. Through the pain, the loss, and the fear, these two found something extraordinary. In the face of unimaginable hardship, a bond formed, one so pure and so deep that it defies nature's expectations. The young elephant, lost and alone, had never known a love like this. Max, the rescue dog, with his own history of pain, showed the elephant what true companionship meant. Together, they overcame their pasts, proving that even in the darkest moments, something beautiful can emerge. Their friendship wasn't just a simple connection. It was a healing force, a reminder that love and loyalty know no bounds. Against all odds, they found solace in each other's presence. The bond they shared went beyond what anyone could have predicted, and it became clear. No matter the challenges, love has the power to heal. In their friendship, they showed the world that even the most unlikely of pairs can change each other's lives forever.